Okay, so I'm going to try and make a tutorial about using Movie Maker. This is Movie Maker 2012. This is what it looks like. I like this one. I don't necessarily like the newer ones. I'm not sure what year that they changed the way it works, the way it looks, the way it works, but this is the way I understand it, is this one. So I've never used the import from device. I've never used that. So I don't know how that works. If you click on it, it has an explanation and stuff. But this you can just drag and drop files in. So I have this file right here on my desktop. It could be in a folder, in your video folder or whatever, wherever you put your video files. And so I'm going to drag and drop this over in here. And there it is. Now sometimes it, like most of the time, it will be loading the file, and it'll show you its progress down in here. So since I've already had this file in here at least once today, it automatically loaded it. So we'll play it real quick. As you can see, it starts out just raw. There's no fade in, no nothing. So just like that. You can even see me hit the button on the trio pedal. Anyway, so when we get to the end of this, the very end, use the slider. You can see me, I'm going to hit the pedal, reach over and shut it off, right? Well, we want to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to Video Tools, Edit. It's highlighted. Hit Edit. There's Trim Tool. When I hit Trim Tool, there will be two bars at either end of this slider. So I hit that. There you go. Two bars. And I want to trim the end of this off. So I'm going to take and go like this. And see where we're at here. Move the slider back a little bit, a little tiny bit. That ought to do it for right there. So now that I've cut off the end of it, and you're not going to be able to see me reach over and shut the recording down, I'll just hit Save Trim, and it'll trim off this little tiny bit right here. So we'll hit Save Trim. Now, when I play it back, see, that's gone. But I got an extended finish to the song, so I have room to do a fade out on it. So that's trimmed, except for maybe the front of it. So we'll see how that works. Well, pretty much, once you do a fade in on it, that you won't see all that. So we'll reach up here. It's already got the bar. Is already at the beginning because we slid the slider over. And I'm going to pick Visual Effects. Now you see all these different colors here. You'll know you're on the right one. And there's little menus here. Well, there's an extra button here, right here. Click on that and it gives you a whole menu. The thing is, you go down here where it says multiple effects. You click on that bar and it gives you this menu. And you can slide down on the pull down menu, and there is fade in from black. So click fade in from black and hit add, and then hit apply. Now you'll see there's a black screen. We'll see what it does. Okay, well, it didn't take out what we wanted. Not really, but it did fade in. No big deal. So there's a fade in. Now we can go back up here to that same thing and go to multiple effects and slide down, and it will say you have a choice for fade out. Fade out to black. Hit add. I usually move fade in up by hitting this button and moving the fade out down. There. See, fade in's first, fade out's last. I don't know if that makes a difference, but that's how I do it. I hit apply, and now not only does it fade in, but it also fades out. There you go. Okay, now you notice that the audio, it kicks off sharply. Kicks off sharply at the beginning of the clip, and it shuts off sharply at the end of the clip. So I'm going to go up here to home. I think that's it. Let me see. Edit. Oh, here it is. It's in Video Tools, Edit. And it says fade in, fade out. Well, that's not video fade in and fade out. That's audio fade in and fade out. See, it's got the audio, video volume here, and then fade in, fade out here. So I'm going to pick a fade in for medium, fade out, medium. And then we'll go to the beginning of the clip, and you'll see the sound will fade in. It does. It does fade in. Let's go to the end of the clip. Check it out. There you go. So that works. You can adjust these fade in and fade out, or you can clip a little piece off of this front, little tiny piece off of this front, if that's what you want to do. Well, I mean, you know, you got to experiment, see what you actually want to do, how early you want to, or how much of a beginning you want, so you have room to trim, stuff like that. So that clip there is been manipulated. But you can also do things like this. I have an image up here. I can take an image, and it's drag and drop. I can just take an image right off my desktop and drop it right in here, the beginning of this. So you can add text to it. Where's the? Oh, right here. I'm on the home tab over here, and then it says title, caption, credits. I always use caption. So right there, you hit caption, and it puts some text in there. You want to get rid of where it says right here, where it says enter text here. So you backspace that out of there and put in whatever you want. One horse town. And then right here, there's the little buttons right here, or you got those numbers to increase the size of the font. And every time you click this, it'll go up. You see how down here, Click it, it goes up. Also, you can justify it to the right, so it's all margined over here on the right or margined over on the left. I always use it right in the middle. This center justify is what it's called. Okay, so now, usually when I do text and graphics for making memes and stuff, I have to highlight. So I'm going to highlight this. And you have 3 buttons here. One brings the font up, the other one brings it down. Up, down. Okay. Also, there's a border around it, so you can move it, change it. If you're on a square, it's going to stretch the frame. If you're off the square, you're going to move the whole thing around. So, we'll pick you can pick a font. Just pick a font. Find something you like. Whatever. Okay, so that picks the font. You can make it bold, you can make it not bold. You can make it italics or not italics. But this one right here can change the color. There you go. Changes to red. You can change it to black. Change it to gray. Whatever. So we're going to make it black. Let's just go ahead. Oops. Excuse me. Sorry. Make it black. And, it kind of looks funny because you can't really see it that well. So we go over here. Outline size. Narrow, medium, thick, extra thick, medium, whatever. And then right next to that is the outline color. Make the outline color purple, you can make the outline color red, whatever. Those bright colors really don't work very good, but you can do something like that. You can also click on it again. Now the color disappeared, but that doesn't mean it's gone. You can stretch this out. If you stretch this out and close it up, it should. It might not. It might be too big. I was trying to move it so that it was one line. But it won't do it. That's okay. Whatever. So color's still there and everything. So stretch that out a little bit. Make it centered by grabbing the line instead of the square. Center it up. Off click somewhere. And there you go. There's that. But you can also take that one image and video edit, tools, oh wait, I'm wrong. Visual effects, go back down here to your, where we did the fade ins and fade outs, and fade in from black, add that, and then fade out to black, and it'll fade this out and fade into the video. Hit apply and run it, see what it looks like. There you go. Fades in, fades out, fades into the music. Okay, so let's go back with our slider to this. Okay, now we got this. It's very prominent on the very, very beginning of the video. So you can also do effects with the text. So if you go to text tools up here and hit this, so you're on that tab, you have these here. These are all effects for your text. See, it doesn't do anything. That's a fade. It even tells you. It tells you right here, right here. See, it says fade right there. Stretch. It does all kinds of different things. A spin, spin out. But this also has an extra drop-down menu. So there's all kinds of different ones. I like to use this one right here a lot. So all you got to do, if you hover on these, they'll give you a sample of each one. See, slide in from the right, slide in from the left, zoom in, all different kinds of things. So I like to use this one. We'll click on that, and then we'll run it, see what it looks like. See? Then it's going to fade out, and then it's going to fade. There you go. Okay, so you can actually, like I drug that image in here, you can drag the same image down here on the way out. Fade into it, fade out of it, and then you're done. So, remember we added, from the video edit, we did the fade in, fade out. From, for the audio, we did a fade in, fade out. For the video, by hitting multiple effects here. There it is. And pretty much this file's done, I think, because it's fade in, fade out on the music, fade in, fade out on the intro image. So we'll go up here and hit File. Get the File tab out here. Now I like to export this stuff. I'm going to use it in another application for more advanced video. I like to hit for high definition display. I want to save it as high definition as I can so that I don't get any generational loss. So we'll hit, we're going to save our movie, not publish movie, but save movie for high definition display. That's how I do it. And I think I'm going to save it to my desktop. And because I made this video once before, I made this tutorial once before. I don't know what it's named, but and we'll save it, give it a file name. I usually give it some letters or a short name, and then put in the date without dashes, whatever. Just give it a file name, and then hit save. Now it's going to take a minute for it to save. And now once this is saved, I mean, pretty much, even if you didn't put an intro image on it or anything, and you just did fade in and fade out for the video, fade in and fade out for the audio, hey, that's ready to go on Facebook, right there. Because that way, it's easier on the eyes than it just starting. People don't see you reaching to shut it off. It's no big deal either way. Even you just do a raw video on your phone. If you plug a microphone into your phone, if you've even gone that far, I mean, you can just make a video with your phone. It's not that big a deal, but it's a hobby, So it's now ready to play. You can hit play, and it'll play in Media Player. You can open the folder that it is, so you can see what folder it actually went to. Because there are preferences that I'm not going into. You're going to have to experiment. If you lost your file in the computer somewhere that, that's all PC 101. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this. Wait, I'm going to open folder because I'm not sure where I put it. Apparently, I put it on my desktop. So we'll close this, and I'll show you what else you can do. It says, do you want to save changes to my movie? Well, that means to save it as a project. To save it as a Movie Maker project. I don't never save it like that. All the files that you use to make the video have to be in exactly the same spot as when you saved this for it to work right. So if you move any files after that, it doesn't matter anyway. So I just hit no because I can remake it from scratch if I have to. So I'll hit no. That file is somewhere right here on my desktop. So I know where it's at. Now I can start another video editor, which I use VSDC free video editor, and I'll launch that. And it's going to ask me some questions. Open new project, all on this screen. This is called a paywall, basically. And it's very unobtrusive, because all you got to do is click it off. Matter of fact, you could have used new project, but you don't have to. New project is up here in this corner, right below the logo, the project managing menu. Just hit new project. And I don't know exactly what this is. It tells you what resolution, and because I saved it in as high a resolution as I could, but this wants to try it at, wants to set it at 1920 by 1080. So that's okay. You just hit finish, because when you pull the file in, it'll change that to whatever file size you are. Now, this is a bunch of clips that I pasted together in Movie Maker. I cut out parts of it that I didn't want and then pasted them all together so they were in a linear, coherent run. And I have the finished clip over here that I'll be using. So, but my file that I want to start with is on my desktop. So I'll go to desktop and I'll find the file. Right there it is. Open that. Are you sure you want to change project settings? Now that's where it's changing the resolution of your project from whatever it was, that high resolution, to whatever the file is. And I hit yes. Hit finish, and now if you look down here, that video file with the music on it is right down here. It also has the intro, the fades in, everything. See, it's going to fade in, it's going to give you your text, it's got everything you just put in it. But now it's in the more advanced video editor. Okay, so now let me push this button here. This button here is a red play button. You press that, it plays. You hit pause, this cursor right here will go back to the beginning. If you drag that cursor out and hit play, but if you hit stop again, it'll only stop right there, so you got to grab the cursor and put it back to the beginning if that's what you want. Pardon me, I have COPD. So I'm going to add a video to this. So we're going to go add object up here. You can add a static image, you can add a video, you can add audio that doesn't have any video, whatever. I mean, you can drag a file, a MP3 file in and have like a backing track, that gets a bit complicated for lining it all up and having it in sync and everything. So add object up here gives you this menu. I'm going to go with add video. Now this video, I've already removed the audio on it, and I mean it's a little bit of stuff. But as you play with the video, as you look at all the buttons, all the different options in Movie Maker, and this, and ask Google how to do this or do that. So let's see. We're going to go try and find that file I had, which I know it's inside of a folder, and I know where it's at. Now, I don't think you can drag and drop here. No, it won't let you drag and drop. So, click on the file and open it, and it will show up as another image. Now, this is just something that you can do with this. So, you can actually take this and have it as a picture-in-a-picture, all kinds of different things. So, what I did with it was, well, first, you imported the video clip, and it showed up here on the end of your original clip. Well, you can grab hold of that and pull it down into the next track and move it over so that it plays underneath this, your original track. They'll both play at the same time. Now, right now, you're only going to be able to see one or the other. Oops. Cursor was all the way to the end. See? Got to pay attention. So, see, you're not going to see that other clip because it's under here. Now, let's hit stop. It'll go, the cursor will go back. If I move this up, it's not going to let me. If I move this down, then what you'll see is the second clip. So what I did for this project was I used the original clip with me playing guitar, and I went up to video effects right here, video effects. This is just a demonstration of what can be done. There's all kinds of things you can do. And here's fade in and fade out for this program. But I chose to make that original video file, one with me playing guitar, make it transparent. Okay, so once I've made it transparent, it's completely 100% transparent. It's still on top, but it's completely transparent, and you can see the other video file underneath. And this is what, okay? That's what you're seeing at the moment. Go over here on the right hand side, it says transparency. Well, like I said, this is just an example of what can be done, and this is a project that I've done. So I click inside this box, and it gives me a couple of arrows. Now I'm going to turn this transparency down because I'm making the other, my original file with me playing guitar more transparent, and I run this down to about 30% is where I was at. And of course there's all kinds of things you can do. You just have to experiment, get an idea, and try it. So let's see what that looks like. See? That's pretty cool. So there's that. Hit stop, the cursor goes back to the other side. Now, what I had was, if you notice, it kind of starts and runs over top of the intro image. So you can take that transparency and move it. You can also take any of the other tracks. If you click up here, you can change the different tracks up here. So I'll go to the transparent where it says transparency. I'll click on it and give me the transparency track. I can move that out here, about 7 seconds, and it'll click in somewhat. And then play it, see what it looks like. Now, it shouldn't start that transparency until just about the time that the intro image disappears. Nice intro image. There, you can even fade into that transparency. So we'll click on the transparency, it's there, whatever. I'll go to video effects and go to transparency and put in fade in. Hit OK. Let's see what it does. See if it is snappy. There, well, it kind of snapped in. So it was an experiment. So there's that. Now, hit stop again. Remember, if your cursor's out here because you moved it, then that's where it's going to play from there. Then when you hit stop, it's going to go right back to that spot again. So you want to be moving your cursor over. Okay, so in order to, let's just say that this whole thing's done. You went to the end, you checked it out, decided whether you wanted to fade in, fade out, one track or another. See, it stopped. I don't even know why it stopped. There. Nope. But anyway, I mean, at the point where it stops, you can put fade out, I guess. There. Okay, because it was done. It's done right here. Okay. See, I'm very amateurish. I'm definitely not a professional at this. Been doing it for about a month, maybe 2 months at the most. At the most. So when you get done, there's a button up here called Export Project. And that's the same as making your movie on the other one, finishing it out and exporting it out. Now, you want to pay attention to what's going on down here, because I already have mine set. It says Export Project as to MP4. That's what you want. And then over here, there's a big red button that with a rocket on it. It says Export Project. You click that, and it will export it. Now, where it's exporting it to, and how you do that, it's got to be like in Preferences, because I don't remember how I did that. Let's hit Export Project. And hardware acceleration, whatever, I really don't know. Of course, it's got a upgrade button because they want you to buy something. But you hit continue, and there it goes. It's gonna export it, and it's gonna put it in whatever you choose, whatever folder or you chose, or your desktop if you chose that. But I've already got mine set up, so I can't remember. I guess right down here, right here is where it has output files. See, users, videos, so it's going to my videos. And the name of the file is the same as before. So it could very well overwrite your original file with that name. So you have to pay attention, because like I said, I'm not professional at this, so making a tutorial, I'm not going to end up covering, I might not end up covering some important stuff. But so it's exporting it, And I think that's you messaging me. Oh, you got a zoom camera. See, you got a good camera. I knew you had a good video. Okay, you know what you're doing pretty much. Okay, buddy. So let me get rid of that again. Conversion was completed. Okay. So we're done here. Click that off and go find our file. It also wants you to save as a project. I don't never save as a project because who knows what I'm going to do with all those files. So, oh, that file was in my videos folder. And I think that might be it. Nope, that's probably something else. But we're in my videos folder right here. I think this is it right here. I think that's the one we just did. Yeah. So, although I didn't refine it, there it is. So, that's that, brother. See what you can do with it. You seem like a absolutely reasonably intelligent human being. So, I hope you get something out of this tutorial. Have fun. Poke at buttons. Ruin stuff. Start over from scratch. Whatever. Take care, man.